I recently did a golf cart battery review, but I didn't have a golf cart at the time, so I had to use a friend of mine's golf cart to do a temporary installation. But while doing that, I realized that I really want to have an electric golf cart. I think it's a powerful tool for an off-gridder like myself. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I did a permanent installation of that golf cart battery, how I updated this, cleaned it up a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how you can really use a golf cart, an electric golf cart with a powerful 48-volt lithium iron phosphate battery on an off-grid homestead. How it's a really, really powerful tool. Stay tuned, hang out, let's get into this. Well, all the old lead acid batteries are out, but an issue I'm having is it was designed to store small lead acid batteries, not a single larger lithium battery. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it, because I have limited machining ability. I'm not one of those guys that can weld plates and stuff like that on. So I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put it first, and then figure out what the wiring is, what wiring can go, what wiring needs to stay. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to replace this outdated charging port with the new charging port. This is a great opportunity to talk about properly sizing your cables and your lugs. So here was the existing lug. Now it's corroded, but the corrosion is actually the least of the problems. There's several other problems that are much bigger. First of all, it's 2 gauge. You can see the 2 on it. You can see it's improperly sized because it doesn't fit. This is a 6 gauge wire. So you got to make sure your lug is the proper gauge. Second, we're going to be attaching this to our battery, which is M8. This is the M8 bolt. This is probably 3/8, maybe even larger. So see how much slop there is there? So it's not going to make a good connection. So as these things heat up because of resistance, it's just going to slop it around. This is a huge potential for failure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the proper size lug. Now I've stripped it back already. You want to make sure you get enough that'll go all the way in, have a little bit sticking out. But you can see this is 6 gauge, this is 6 gauge. Fits perfectly. Also, look at this. Snug. So now I'm going to crimp this on. I'm going to add some heat shrink there, and that is how you properly do lugs. This is a single biggest point of failure for DIY builds or any electrical system. So this is not something that is just for golf carts. Anytime you add a lug to a cable, and a lot of DIY guys out there, you know you're making these because it's a lot cheaper to do it this way. You got to make sure you do this properly, or you're going to cause a lot of problems. And it's very simple to do it properly. Well, I have looked at this from every possible angle, and short of doing some advanced fabrication, which I have no ability to do, this is the only way I see this working. So I put a piece of OSB here, and that's where I will mount the charger. I have a couple pieces of wood to make that relatively level between the two. It's going to be tight. We'll see if the seat fits. And then I'm going to put this battery right there and secure everything. Now I've already attached the battery charger and the remote and this guy here, which is a 12-volt drop down, which I'll get into more later when I start wiring the lights. But that's it. I'm going to see if this thing will fit now, and it'll connect. I don't know. I mean, I'm a solar guy. I'm not a golf cart guy, so who knows. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm going to try putting it in now, and yeah, see if it works. I'm going to mount the monitor and the relay right here, but it's not where I wanted to do it. I really wanted to put it here for a couple of reasons. First of all, I thought this would be really cool to just cut that out, but this is a little bit bigger. DIGI Marker has a way that you can bypass the relay button and use the key as the relay start. But it's just something I'm not comfortable doing, and I think if I try to do it, I'm going to break both the golf cart and the monitor. But I think if you had a little more sophistication with golf carts, I think it'd be easy to do. So that's why I'm just going to mount this here, and then I'll run the wire back through underneath and into the battery. So there it is mounted, and once I mounted it over here, I thought maybe I should have mounted it on this side. But when I got in the driver's seat, the steering wheel was kind of in the way over there, so really it didn't make much difference. So the battery does not fit under the existing seat, but I already have to fix the seat, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see if everything else works. Let's see if the battery starts. Oh, battery starts no problem. Full charge still. Let's see if we can go anywhere. All right. Whoa! It was in forward, but it works. Look at that. Oh my God. I am moving. I am moving. I am moving in my golf cart. Oh my frickin' God. This thing works. Oh, I can't even tell you how exciting this is that I am moving in my golf cart. Once I knew that the battery was installed properly and that the golf cart actually still worked, it was time to install the light kit. Now I didn't film a lot of that because there was a lot of crawling around and jacking up the golf cart, and there was just no way to film it. But what I did is I cut holes in the front for the headlights, holes in the back for the taillights, mounted this turn signal, ran this light kit underneath. It's pretty simple. It came with really good instructions. So now it has turn signals, a horn, this little pad here so the brake lights come on, and it's just safe to drive at night. So from there, I did a road test to see how well it did on the road. So you can see the BMS is showing we got a full charge. The BMS is not going to show much juice going out because we're on flat ground now. But here's the road test, so we are off and running. Now nothing's secured. You got wires dingle-dangling. Battery's not in, the seat's not in, the top is not secured yet. This is just a road test to see if it works in concept. And it is. So I'm gonna hit the gas here hard with C. God, we're doing like 10 miles an hour. It's like a rocket. We're going to become the scourge of our town. So far, it drives fine. I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but I mean, it gets around. So it's working. So this was a fun and surprisingly easy project to do, and I really, really enjoyed it. But now this is why every off-grid solar homestead person needs to have one. This is not a golf cart. This is a portable 48-volt lithium iron phosphate battery with over 5,000 watt-hours of stored energy. And on top of that, this one has an Anderson connection. So you could literally drive this somewhere, plug in to anything that'll accept Anderson, and power it. So it is an incredibly powerful tool. Also, I live in a relatively small community, so I can drive this around in town, and that's why I got the light kit, so it would be legal and I could drive it at night. So I can drive something that I'm recharging with my solar for free anywhere. So it's freed me up to have transportation that is renewable. So I'm just so excited, and I'm so happy that I got this golf cart. So if anybody out there has any questions about what I did, I'd love to hear your comments. I'm not an expert at this, and this is by no means a golf cart renovation video, but if you have a question, love to help you out. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to everyone soon.